See, you're actually learning from an average Joe. I am not a plumber per se. I know how to do things, but I like to just take my time with it and all that, okay? I've got all this cleaned out of here. Get all your wax off of here if you took your old toilet out and stuff. And see, now I can put this on here. I like this goodie here. This is going to be designed to fit right down there. Okay, like that. Okay, there. That's basic. That's your wax ring. You don't need a beeswax ring. Okay, please don't use the beeswax, because once I set the toilet on there, if I barely touch it and I have to rearrange it, or I have to lift one side up, or cattywampus, there's a little area here where it's high, where I have to shim up over here, where I have to shim over here, where I have to shim the front, the back, wherever I got to shim, if I have to shim, and I'm hoping I don't have to, that it's not going to affect the wax ring. And once I get it down there, I can look at it, and if I need to push it a little bit more over here or over there, I can, knowing that it can slide on here without sliding on top of the wax ring and messing it up. Because the last thing you want is when you indent a wax ring, there's no fixing it, okay? And then you have a chance of the water leaking, okay? Okay, so I don't need those plastic little washers. I can save those for some other time, but like I said, I very seldom use those anymore. Okay, and I've got extra nuts for later. Okay, for when I put this on, I'll put that on, put the washer on, put the nut on. And there's a right and wrong way to put these on even. I've seen some people, see how there's a flange, there's a lip right there. Well, that lip has to be facing up, because this section, the smaller section, needs to be facing down. That gives you that much of a gap right there, so that when you get your cap, when this is down, you can snap your cap over there and it will snap right down. If this was upside down, now you don't have anything for this to click on, okay? This is designed just exactly right to fit ka-clunk. You know, you put on one side and then snap over the other side. Don't try to put this straight down. One side and then pop the other side down with your hand. It should go, okay? And we're just about ready to bring the toilet over here. I'm just gonna, if you're working around the toilet, make sure you're real careful around there, because you don't want to drop one of your nuts down there, one of your caps down there, a tool down there, your wrench down there, your tape measure, whatever you're working on, because you might not be able to reach it with your arm or something. Then you're going to have to get something else down there. You don't want to have a wrench down there forevermore, getting ready to clog your toilet up after 50 flushes or something. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm looking at that toilet, and I believe we're ready to bring that bad boy in here. And I guess I'm going to put the tank on after the fact. That's what it shows, and that's how I'm going to do it. I was going to take it out of that little cardboard, but I'm just going to slide it along here. Yeah, this is pretty heavy. It's I don't know, maybe 45, 50 pounds. Okay. I thought this was going to be kind of messy job, but so far so good. The only messy part is if you're cleaning off your old beeswax ring, and then if your gloves get sticky beeswax on it or something like that, and then make sure you clean your gloves off, your hands off, whatever, and away you go. So I'm just going to slide this in here. I've got my knee brace on, my back support, lumbar support on. I got my gloves on, and I'm just gonna set you up here I'm not going to put it in just yet. I'm just going to kind of resituate it here. We just installed this flooring because obviously you know this is part of the condo renovations. And so I've just got an old piece of carpet, flipped it upside down because I didn't want to scratch the floor. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to set this down on the floor or anything. And see, I think I want to get it out of this cardboard. Now, I just have it on this carpet. You don't want to put that on your finished floor if you can help it. You know, if you got some tile or some hardwood floor planking, some laminate flooring, or anything like that, you could scratch up your floor, you know. And so I'm not going to do this just yet. I'm just getting it kind of situated to see how I'm going to lift and all that. Because usually I try to just lift right from here, but see, this toilet is more heavy on the front rather than the middle. And so I'm not going to be able to just do this. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go like that. Whereas most toilets I used to install, I would lift right from here. But see, if I lift right from there, see how it goes up? I'm not going to be able to do that. So I can see that now. Okay. So I guess I'm pretty much ready for this. I'm ready as I ever could be, I guess. So our next step is lifting it up and trying to fish down where those bolts are. That's going to be the tricky part. Yeah, I think I'm going to just leave you right here like this. I've got to take my rag out. There. Okay. Make sure that's all positioned. This I might have to rearrange as I get over there because it needs to be on this side. This happens to go all the way back to the wall. That's kind of odd. Why it does that? But it does, and it said 12 inches. I got 12 and a quarter. I got just enough to do that. So, see, I got to get that out of my way, and see where my bolt holes are. Okay. Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. Right there. Right like that. And I can let go of it. I don't have to worry about anything right now. And I'm not sure if I have to raise anything up yet. And see, I can slide this. It looks like I'm about nicely even. And see, I can just set it there because there's no wax ring to mess with. Do you see what I'm saying? And so now I can kind of see, so I'm 17 and a half to the center, and over here I'm about 17 and 3/4. So it looks like I need to slide this over to the wall just a little bit. And see, I can slide this however I want, knowing that I'm not going to mess up the wax ring. 17 and a long half. It's kind of hard to see the center of that, but I'm right there at 17 and a half. And if I had to, after I get the tank on there and repositioned, if I have to slide this a little bit one way or another, I still can. You see? Now it tells you to tighten up the bolts. We're going to snug those bolts up. We're not going We're not going to over tighten them, but I'm going to do that next. Okay, it tells you to do that step by step. You know, follow the directions. You can do it. You can do it.